You look great.
Okay.
Okay, so just tell me your first name, your last name, for me, okay? And where you're from.
My name's Sylvester Craft. I'm from the little small town of Chatham, Virginia.
And tell me about you and your daughter. Tell me about your relationship. I know you're both veterans. Did she want to follow in her dad's path? Is that what inspired her?
After high school, she didn't know what she wanted to do, and I gave her some options. I said, you can go to work, or you can go to college, or you can go in the military. And it seemed like you don't want to work, you don't want to go to college. So guess what? We need to be looking at some alternatives, which is the military. I said, you're not. I don't want you to go to the Army because I don't want you in a combat zone. I don't want you in the Navy because I don't think you can drink all the water. And I said, I don't think you cut for a Marine. So I think you need to look at the Air Force. She went to an Air Force recruiter shortly after that conversation. And next thing I know, she said, Dad, I'm going in the Air Force. And she left, and I took her to Raleigh, Durham, and put her on a plane, and she was off to Korea. And after basic training, and she served proudly. She loved being in the military. She had two daughters while she was in the military, and that's probably the reason why she got out. But she loved being in the military.
How old are her daughters and what are their names?
My oldest grandbaby is Milani. She's 4, and my youngest granddaughter is Mael, and she's 2.
And so tell me, what year did she leave the Air Force, and then when did sort of start her complications start coming up?
She left the Air Force. It'll be a year next month that she got out the military. I think March of last year, March of 2025. So it'll be one complete year next month that she got out the military, to the best of my knowledge. And we wasn't aware of her being this sick. January of 2026, she did come to this. She was sent from the Veterans Administrator here in Las Vegas, because this is where she's been with her mom. Her mom lives in Las Vegas. I live in Chatham, and she came here, and she was went to the VA. They sent her to this hospital, Sunrise Medical Center here in Las Vegas, and told her that she had thyroid issues and that she had an enlarged heart. And they told her to follow up. I think Savali had just so much going on and didn't have enough complications enough to feel like she needed to worry about it. And a week ago, she had started having some complications, and her stomach started blowing up. And she went to the VA. They had her sent here, and she's been here ever since.
What have the doctors said to you since she's been there? What have they,
The, the,
explained?
the, the doctors have explained that she's had basically her heart went into heart failure because it overworked itself, and that they got her on several machines that's basically been giving her life support since she's been here. The great part is she's had a great team. I mean, a great team here at medical staff and team here surrounding her 24 hours, 20 around the clock here. Uh, but they don't have what they need to sustain. Uh, the only thing will sustain her if she stays in this hospital is God's miracles, and I believe God can provide a miracle, but I would like to have a miracle have her transported to Stanford University in Palo Alto, California, which has been had a bed waiting for her for 3 days now.
Got it. And so, what was the issue that you guys were running into, and how has that since been resolved?
It hasn't been resolved because we're still waiting on transport. It hasn't been resolved. We're still waiting on transport as I speak to you this morning, Sarah. Um, the uh, the what happened was on Friday. I don't know what date it is, but on Friday, today's what? What's today? Monday.
Monday.
Today's Monday. On Friday, she was supposed to. Case manager at the VA put a transport order in for her to be transported on Friday. They did, but it wasn't extended beyond Friday. So by the weekend, when she needed to be transported on Saturday, there was no one to get a transport order in. And so that was the big issue, that the transport order that was done on Friday was not one that was open. What was an open, what you call an open in transport order. So it was only good for Friday. So come Saturday, nobody's around the VA. So trying to get a transport order was almost impossible. So wasn't able to get a transport order for her.
Got it. And so tell me what's it looking like now? I know you told me on Sunday that the VA was able to pay for the transport. Is there any sort of what's sort of the status now?
At the last minute on Friday, when we realized we couldn't transport it, they was giving us options to get private transport, which we started a GoFundMe. They wanted to pay up front before they would transport her. Some kind of way that ended up not falling through, and the VA said they would take care of it, so we didn't have to pay for it. But the problem now has been just the ball's been dropped just on getting transportation. Um, one They had one carrier that said they would do it on yesterday on Sunday at 5 p.m. around 5 p.m. At the last minute, they didn't have the right medical staff or medical technician that they needed to be on plane with her doing this transport, and so they canceled at the last minute. Had another transport outfit that was on standby for 10 o'clock this morning, but real when they found out, when they was told that they would that a 5 p.m. team on Sunday would be transporting her, they ended up taking her slot for this morning at 10 and filled that slot. So that's why we're in limbo right now as far as transport. We don't know right now. The last word I got was we don't know. There's no definite day or time at this moment when she's going to be transported. But I can tell you that Senator John McGuire, who represents my district there in Virginia, I mean not Senator, Congressman John McGuire, who represents my district there in Virginia. He's been on the phone with me the last 3 days since he's been made aware of it. And I know he's been working on it, and I just got off the phone with him within an hour, and he's been in contact with Secretary of Veterans Affairs, Mr. Collins, Doug Collins. So this has made it all the way up the chain of command as far as it can go with the VA. But and he did call me back and said, Secretary Collins said that the VA is doing all they can, but it's just a matter of the hospital getting transportation, and it's really the VA is authorized anybody can transport her. I mean, the VA will pay for it. The VA's position is they will pay for anybody to transport her. But the problem is getting a transportation team that has the equipment and the capabilities of transporting her and getting her to her destination safely. So that's key. So
Got
right now, I'm just hopeful. I'm impatient. I've had my breakdowns as a father and as someone that loves my daughter dearly, and I'm fighting on her behalf, and I know she would do the same for me. But at the same time, I'm thankful that I believe that God's hands is on this, and so I'm gonna put my faith in God to provide, and she will be there in God's speed.
Absolutely. So the VA basically said, with the help of Congressman McGuire, basically said, we'll pay for it. We're just waiting for the hospital to sort of get that transportation. So you're just waiting for that slot to open up, but the payment is all taken care of, right?
The payment is all taken care of. Yes,
And
yes.
so tell me, how are you feeling now? That one of your congressmen is helping out. I know you were going through a period of time where you didn't know if this was going to be paid for. So how are you feeling about that aspect now?
I'm feeling great. I feel like I'm being supported. Number one, I have to say that the VA dropped the ball. A case manager, not the VA, a case manager dropped the ball. But this is a good opportunity for the VA to make sure this never happens again. There shouldn't be in situations like this, there should never be a closed order on anything. If it's a transportation order of this nature, it should be an open transportation order, and it should be unlimited. It shouldn't matter how much it costs. Get that serviceman to a safe place, because we're about saving each other. That's what we do. I just got off the phone with Congressman McGuire, and we said without the military and the service people of this country, you wouldn't have the United States of America. We are the service people. My daughter and myself and all the service men and women who sacrifice, leave loved ones, and go around the world and defend this nation. We are the backbone of this nation. So everybody that's waking up this morning in America, be thankful to a military veteran, because it's veterans that give you the opportunity to allow you to live in a country where you have at least opportunities. With all these shortcomings, you have opportunities.
Absolutely. Is there anything else you would like to mention that I didn't ask?
Only thing I would say, I would like to thank after the video that I made was uploaded to social media, it has become a It has become, it's a part, it's basically a social media storm right now. I've had, I would like to thank all the people who have done uploads and shares and sending up prayers and support. I've been getting, this family has been getting amazing support. I'm here with her daughter. I'm here with her, her grandmother's taking care of her daughters here in Las Vegas and doing a great job with the granddaughters, as well as visiting the hospital. And my oldest daughter, Tiara, is here with her as well. She's been here since we got here from Virginia on last Monday. But I'm thankful to everybody and all the support that is being poured in. And it's going to be a long road to recovery. But Savali is going to be great, and she's going to be sitting in front of Sarah doing an interview one day.
Well, I can't wait for it. I'm keeping her in my thoughts and my prayers, and hopefully it does get that transfer soon. We're all really thankful that you posted that video and that you're talking to me today. So thank you so much. Is there anything else that you would like to
That'll be
mention?
all. That'll
All
be all. And
right.
we look forward to coming back to Chatham, Virginia.
Yes, we look forward to having you here. All right. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
All
Have a
right.
good day. Yeah.
Thank you. Bye
Bye.
bye.